So this video is for my beginning ceramics class, learning how to create a bowl. The video assumes that you have already received instruction on the wheel. So I'm going to hit and turn this piece of clay. I wedged the clay, I wedged it into a cone, and then I'm just trying to secure it to the wheel head. Now I want to smash the clay down to the wheel head so that water doesn't get underneath and cause it to slide around. I want to find a medium speed and I want to put my wrists together. You just lean forward. Keep your elbows into your side, into your stomach as much as possible. And once the clay moves, it should move up. Put your hands to the side. Use the bottom portion of your hands. Squeeze in and lift up, using less pressure as your hands raise to the top. From there, tighten your fingers together. Put your right hand over your left. I try to tell beginning students, put their pinky of their right hand over the thumb of their left hand and just lean forward. And the closer you get it to center, the less pressure you want to push or apply. Now I'm going to repeat that step. I'm going to lean forward, back off the pressure, squeeze in, lift up, and as I'm coning the clay, it's the second time around it's not as high. So fingers together, pinky over my thumb, leaning forward. This time I'm going to allow my hands to slide to the side. More time, less pressure. Now if you're off-centered on the bottom at all, you can use anything at all, your finger, a rib, wooden stick, and scrape that away. And that'll show you or tell you if your piece is centered. Now if this wheel is spinning and I take off any texture or water, if it's perfectly centered, you wouldn't be able to tell that the piece was moving. Okay, from here, I'm going to let my left hand rest on the piece and take my thumb of my left hand and just bend it down as far as I can go without taking my hand off the wheel. Now I want to take my right hand, create kind of a hook, and push down, and then pull towards my body. Slowly release. Now I want to grab the clay with my left hand. This is just the way I do it, the way I prefer to teach it. I'm going to grab my right hand, apply it to my left hand, and squeeze, almost creating kind of a donut. From there I can go inside and use my fingertips or a sponge or a wooden rib to compress the base or the floor of the pot so that it doesn't get S-cracks and makes it nice and smooth. Now I need to shape the pot. You can use a sponge, you can use your fingertips, whatever works for you. I prefer to use a sponge on a smaller pot. And I'm going to take my right hand from the right side of the wheel and push in. Then to take my left hand from the inside of the wheel and pull out against the sponge. And once the clay moves, I lift up. Less pressure, less pressure, less pressure. More time until I'm not touching the piece. So that's the first pull pass, as it's called. I'm going to push in, pull out, lift up. Slow, controlled, rhythmic, until you're not touching the clay anymore. A lot of beginning students will push the clay real hard and let go. And that's a big problem with beginning potters. The amount of pressure that they apply to the piece is inconsistent.